Did you know there's a sign capable of teaching life's most profound lessons through its unique way of seeing the world? We're talking about Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, which carries within itself the wisdom of all the other signs that came before. What if I told you that Pisces possess a natural ability to transform pain into wisdom, intuition into practical knowledge, and sensitivity into strength? Today you'll discover 7 powerful lessons that only someone born under the sign of Pisces can teach with such depth and authenticity. These aren't just astrological theories, but practical truths that can revolutionize the way you view life, relationships, and even your own challenges. If you stick around until the end, you'll understand why Pisces is considered the wisest sign of the zodiac, and how you can apply this ancient wisdom to your own journey. Prepare yourself for a journey of self-discovery that goes far beyond what you imagined. Lesson 1. The first great lesson Pisces teaches is the art of feeling without drowning in emotions. While most people try to run away from intense feelings or repress them, Pisces learned early on that emotions are like waves. They come, peak, and then naturally subside. This ability to navigate emotional waters without losing direction is a true superpower in today's world. Imagine a situation where you receive harsh criticism at work. The average person will react with anger, sadness, or even revenge. Those who have learned from Pisces will first feel the emotion fully, acknowledge it, understand its message, and then consciously choose how to respond. It's as if they have an internal emotional processing system that turns storms into calm. In everyday life, this skill manifests itself when a person can be a safe haven for others without losing themselves in the process. They listen, welcome, and understand, but don't absorb other people's pain as if it were their own. It's this ability to be empathetic without being emotionally dependent that makes all the difference in relationships and professional life. Lesson 2. The second revolutionary lesson is about trusting intuition as a life compass. Pisces teaches us that there is a wisdom that goes far beyond logic, a form of knowledge that comes from within and rarely deceives us. While the world values only what can be proven and measured, those born under Pisces have discovered that intuition is the most accurate GPS there is. Think about those times when you had a hunch about someone or a situation, but ignored it because you had no concrete evidence. Later, you discovered that your first impression was absolutely right. This is exactly the lesson Pisces masters. They trust that inner voice that whispers truths before the mind can even process all the information. In practice, this means making decisions that seem illogical but prove to be right over time. It's choosing a job that pays less but offers greater personal satisfaction. It's distancing yourself from people everyone else thinks are wonderful, but whose intuition tells you they're untrustworthy. It's this courage to follow your heart, informed by your inner wisdom, that transforms ordinary lives into extraordinary journeys. If you've made it this far, you've already realized how much these lessons can transform your life. Why not subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, so you don't miss any content about the secrets of the signs? And tell me in the comments, where are you watching this video from? I love knowing that our community is spread across so many incredible places. Lesson 3. The third lesson Pisces masterfully teaches is the art of forgiving without forgetting the lesson. This sign shows us that forgiveness isn't about pretending nothing happened or allowing ourselves to be hurt again. True forgiveness is about releasing the emotional burden we carry while retaining the wisdom that experience has brought us. When a Pisces forgives, it's not because they're naive or weak. It's because they understand that carrying resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. They process the pain, extract the lessons, and then release the rest, like cleaning a wound so it can heal properly. It's a conscious and intelligent healing process. In everyday life, this translates into healthier relationships and an inner peace that impresses those around them. Those who learn this lesson don't dwell on past situations or plot revenge. They use the energy they would otherwise waste on resentment to build something better for themselves. It's this ability to turn poison into medicine that makes Pisces a master of fresh starts. Lesson 4. The fourth great lesson is about finding beauty and purpose, even in the most difficult situations. Pisces possesses a unique ability to see light where others only see darkness, not because they are alienated from reality, but because they understand that every human experience carries seeds of growth and transformation. This isn't a romantic or deluded view of life. It's a deeply mature perspective that recognizes that the most challenging moments are often those that teach and strengthen us the most. Like an oyster that transforms irritation from sand into a pearl, Pisces shows us that we can transform our suffering into wisdom. In practice, this means not victimizing yourself in the face of adversity, but rather asking, what has this situation taught me? How can I grow through this experience? It is this ability to find meaning in chaos that allows people influenced by this energy to navigate crises with a serenity that inspires and strengthens everyone around them. Lesson 5. The fifth transformative lesson Pisces offers is the importance of self-compassion. While many people are extremely hard on themselves, criticizing every mistake and demanding perfection from themselves, Pisces teaches us that self-compassion is not a luxury, but a basic necessity for a fulfilling and healthy life. This lesson goes far beyond simply loving yourself. It's about understanding that we are human beings constantly learning, that making mistakes is part of the growth process, and that we should treat ourselves with the same kindness we offer a good friend. It's about recognizing that destructive self-criticism doesn't make us better people, just more unhappy. In everyday life, this manifests as a kinder, more encouraging inner voice. Instead of beating themselves up over a mistake at work, they ask, what can I learn from this? Instead of criticizing themselves for not being perfect, they celebrate small progress. It's this shift in internal perspective that creates a solid foundation for genuine growth and lasting happiness. Lesson 6. The sixth precious lesson is about the art of adapting without losing one's essence. Pisces teaches us that flexibility doesn't mean being unstable, but rather having the wisdom to flow with life's changes while keeping our values and identity intact. It's like water that takes the shape of its container but never loses its liquid nature. This skill is crucial in a world of constant change. While some people resist change until they break, or adapt so much that they lose themselves in the process, Pisces finds the perfect balance. They change what needs to be changed, but preserve what is essential in their lives. In practice, this means knowing when to be firm and when to be flexible. It's adapting to a new job without abandoning your ethical principles. It's adjusting to changes in a relationship without losing your individuality. It's accepting that life has different seasons, each requiring a slightly different version of ourselves, but always keeping our true core intact. Lesson 7. The seventh and final lesson is perhaps the most powerful: the ability to love unconditionally without sacrificing oneself. Pisces teaches us that true love doesn't require us to lose our identity or accept any kind of treatment. Unconditional love is about loving the other person for who they are, but also about loving yourself enough to set healthy boundaries. This lesson dispels the myth that loving deeply means suffering deeply. Pisces shows that we can love deeply and still demand respect and reciprocity. It's possible to be understanding without being a doormat, generous without being exploited, and affectionate without being dependent. The mature love that Pisces teaches strengthens both people involved. In everyday life, this translates into more balanced and satisfying relationships. Those who embody this lesson can offer their best to others without exhausting themselves, can be present without being invasive, can care without controlling. It is this elevated form of love that creates truly deep and lasting connections, where everyone involved flourishes. These 7 Pisces lessons form a veritable wisdom manual for navigating life with greater serenity, purpose, and authenticity. Each represents years of emotional experience condensed into practical knowledge that can transform any personal journey. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these lessons touched your heart the most? Which of them do you feel you need to develop further in your life? The wisdom of Pisces reminds us that growth is a continuous process, and that each day offers a new opportunity to apply these profound teachings. Remember that you have within you the ability to learn and incorporate each of these lessons, regardless of your sign. True astrological wisdom lies not in limiting yourself to the characteristics of your sign, but in learning from the richness of all of them. Allow yourself to absorb the sensitivity and depth of Pisces, and transform your life into an emotional and spiritual work of art.